everyone. We will start the stream in 30 seconds. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to our AI on BNB Level Up with Live AI demo. Today we will diving into the world of AI with two projects building on BNB Chain, Arcado and Urexa. And you will get to see demos, learn how these teams are pushing innovation. And don't forget to drop your questions under the BNB Chain X Live post. If your question is selected, you will win $100. And without further ado, let's welcome our first speaker, Elliot from Arcado. Hi, Elliot.
Hi, Diana. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, guys. This is Elliot from Arcado. It's a great pleasure. I'm being here and being invited to do a really detailed presentation about Arcado. And first of all, I'd like to do a very short intro about what Arcado is and what we're doing and what value we're trying to deliver to the market and to the community and to the space. And at Arcado, we're an AI tech company, and we're at the current stage, we're building an AI framework that can empower creators or users, to create games in minutes. They don't need any coding skill. They just, tell the agents what they want to build, and our agents will build the game for them directly. No coding skill needed, no coding knowledge needed. And by the way, if you go to our X page, arcado.fun, and you will check that we have actually vibe coded lots of games for some partner projects, and you can try the games for yourself and by yourself, and you can play the game, and the game quality is really good. And I would like to really praise our devs work, and I really appreciate the work, the dedicated efforts, because I think we're one of its kind. We're one of the projects who has already put our application into action, and now users can try our apps and can vibe code games for themselves, even though right now it is invite only. But we've already got projects who have already vibe coded their own custom games. Custom games means like they can integrate their branded assets into the game, like their logo, their avatar, their characters, or their even exposed or their banner into the game, because they can upload any assets like to the game. So that's actually what we're currently doing, and we have already attracted lots of users' attention. And right now you can check our on-chain transactions on BNB, and it's actually already passed over 1 million, and we've already got over 100,000 new users through the previous campaign, and we have attracted lots of creators and users and try playing the game and engaging the game. So I think this is just getting very started, and we're actually planning on lots of amazing stuffs to incentivize the creators and incentivize the users. And later I'm going to share more. And yeah, thanks a lot, Tiana. Oh, by the way, actually, this is actually the game. I would like to show you guys and what it looks like. About you can't. Imagine you can check out the quality of this game. It looks pretty Pretty cool. It actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, you can imagine that you without any coding knowledge or coding skill, and you can produce a game like this, leveraging our tool. Don't you think that's amazing? I mean, now it's AI driven, and yeah, that's with this tool actually you can do lots of things. That's basically what we're planning, and this is just getting very started. And later I'm gonna share with you uh, how you're going to do the monetization, how you're going to earn through our platform. And also I'm going to share the partnership we have reached so far, and the one that we're about to do to push our next step. And I think it's very it's very good because the application has already been pretty mature, and we're trying to integrate a point system, like and imagine a picture in your mind. Yeah, just like there are, for example, 50 projects or communities, and they've actually web coded like a custom game like for them. And each game, like probably they're gonna reward users with 500 US dollars or 1000 US dollars. And you can actually play the game and earn a share of the their rewards. Of course, that's just part one. And also you know you can play the game and you can earn some rewards, and they're actually their token. And then afterwards, and you can cash out their token. I think this is just an amazing idea. And imagine there are 40 of them or 50 of them, and you can try that out. And if by playing each of the games, you're gonna earn probably $1 or $2 or $0.5. That depends on your gameplay skill and gameplay experience. I think that's really great rewards. And I think that's actually what we're planning out, probably at the end of this month. And you're gonna check that out by yourself, and you can create to earn, and you can play to earn, and in this kind of system. And by the way, another thing that we're planning to do is, and there's just some other ads platform or some other platforms. They've already got 30 million users. For example, the interlink labs, they've actually already got 30 million users. Some Web 2 users and some Web 3 users, and they're also backed by Google startups. And they've got their DID system, and you have to scan your face, and you've got your specific ID, which means their users are pretty real, organic. And we're actually trying to push a partnership with something like, and we produce some games, custom games, and we can integrate our games into their platform. And then as expected, probably there are gonna millions of gameplay or users play the games. And that's a really great way to scale. And that's just some thoughts. Another thought is that, and we're also partnering with some main projects or main communities to produce some custom games for them. So there are so many things to do. And at this current stage, and you have already checked, the product is already live, and we can leverage this product to scale. How to scale, like as I mentioned earlier. So the first one is about the play to earn system that we integrate some small pool price, and you can earn by playing the game. Another one is that we partner with some other strong communities. Another one is that we partner. A third one is that we partner with some main communities to produce some custom games for them. So that's how we leverage it. That's how we scale. I mean, you're gonna see like a innovation. You're gonna see a breakthrough. You're gonna see something you have never seen, like in this space, about the AI's application in Web3 and in vibe coding games. And this is going to be like a wonderful system. and we're going to make sure that every project or every partner, they're gonna enjoy something wonderful. Wonderful means like they vibe code their game for their project, for their brands, and users can gain an immersive experience playing their games. And in that case, and their users will learn more about this brand. And instead of just making a post or making some words, and we actually make it alive. And that's just part one. Part two is that, and in the future when you play your game, and you're going to probably um, like you're also gonna earn some ownership of this game, and in the future, so we're also gonna integrate the launchpad or meme coin launchpad. If a creator has got 100,000 users, 100,000 users holders, I mean, of their game, like very similar to the RWA idea. RWA means like you own like a shards, and you own like a partnership or ownership of this assets, right? And we just take the game as an asset. If you've got 100,000 users own the shards, which means own the ownership, and when the creator tokenizes, I mean, the game, like our meme coin launchpad, you're gonna gain part of the airdrops. I mean, so it's gonna be like a great system. And you know what? There's just one thing I'm very proud of is our devs team. Our devs team is great, really great, dedicated. I have to say that they work so hard, and um, whenever we've got some idea, they can actually put the idea into practice and to complete the product at a very short period of time. And the feature that I mentioned earlier, and I think you're going to see the product probably at the end of this next month. I'm not talking to you about half a year, probably next month you're going to see some great products. And right now you can vibe code their game. Right now you can produce some wonderful games, quality games, as I've shown you earlier. And at the next stage, and you'll say how you're going to monetize through these games, and how you're going to scale your games, how you're going to build your own community on Aikido. And you're also gonna see us partnering with those uh, communities with 30 million users. That's how we're going to scale. And this is just alpha for Aikido, and this is at the very early stage for Aikido. I hope you can keep your attention on us, and we're going to produce something and make something that you can engage and you can earn and you can persist to stick to us, and you're going to see some innovations. Actually, that's actually the value we're trying to deliver. And with this, dev channel, we're really, I'm very confident on to speak out and to shout out, please just share part of your attention on Aikido, and let's just push you through. Okay. I think that's about a intro like about Aikido. It's a very complicated one. Later I'm gonna to do some lives about some questions. And thanks a lot.
Thank you, Elliot. Excited to have you here, and thanks for sharing. Now let's move to the Q&A part. The first question I got for you is, what innovation and changes does Aikido aim to bring over?
Oh yeah, this is a great one actually. And we've actually done. Actually, I've just introduced that. First of all, the vibe coding a custom games, a quality games, integrating your branded assets, your IPs, your logos, I mean your profile pictures into a game. No, I've never seen any other projects who has done something like this, even though they have done something trying to do something like this, but they haven't done such a quality ones. So I think that's the first innovation that we're bringing over. I mean, to use AI to create games and to build your custom games. And I think the second one, I think it's more like the system. I mean, the whole system is like you create your own games, and then you can tokenize your game, and before you tokenize your game, and you can leverage your game and to attract lots of users, which means like probably you don't really need. You can learn to build your community, and then you tokenize your game. And I think that's the second one we're trying to bring over to the space, because right now there we've seen lots of meme coin communities. They don't really have a strong community. They don't really have that. But right now, and we give like creators an opportunity to build up their community before they launching their game, like on our own launchpad. And that's actually the second innovation that we're trying to bring over, and we're trying to make sure that the community takes over. And I think that's the second one. And pushing forward, and lots of new changes that we're trying to do. And right now I'm so one more thing I would like to mention is that I'm so confident is whenever we've got some great ideas or some like some kind of thoughts, and we can put it into practice. And I think that's the strength of Akido's team. And that's because we've got a very strong devs team. So I'm very confident on that. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for the sharing. And second question is that how do you plan to extend and sustain Akido's development?
Oh yeah, that's as also I've just mentioned earlier. So right now you can create your own game, and the next part, and we're going to integrate the monetization system for as I explained earlier. So we can bring in more meme communities or some projects. Probably they can share like $500 of their token like in price pool. Let's say probably you can imagine there will be like 60 or 100 of this kind of price pools, and you can play the game and you can earn. So I think that's how we increase the retention, right? Because you can earn, you can play the games and you can earn. And next part is that, so when you play the game and you earn, and also you can gain like a shares of this game, which means that you gain like a part of the ownership of this game in the future. If the creator tries to tokenize their own games onto our meme coin launchpad, and then you can gain like part of their airdrop and of their token. So basically I think that's something that we're trying to maintain about the sustainability. Another part is that, and we're also trying to scale. Scale means, like also I mentioned earlier, is like to partner with some strong communities like Interlink Labs, and they've got 30 million users, and we can maintain a very strong long-term partnership. And actually the partnership is already ongoing, and you can check our partnership announcement. And right now we're trying to put it into more practice on integrating our own customer games into their platform. So basically I think that's because they've already got 30 million users. I think that's as estimated forecasts that each game probably is going to gain over 1 million gameplay. So I think that's a huge number. And I think that's the direction we're pushing forward. I mean, to scale, to partner with some strong communities, like to produce a custom game for them, and they can help scale, they can help propagate, they can help promote. And in that case, we're going to see like lots of new users and pumping Akido's platform. And it's actually like like a system. Like we've got new users, and we've got a cash out system, and we've also got a meme coin launchpad towards the whole market. So which means it's all connected. The reason why we're because we're AI tech company, vibe coding a game is just a very beginning. Why we're taking it the first step, the reason is very clear, is because we can scale. Scale means like we can partner with any project, any community. No matter your DeFi project, no matter your wallet, no matter your NFT, no matter your gaming project, no matter you're a infra community, we can partner with any project, because you've got your avatar, you've got your logo, you've got your branding asset, and we can integrate them all into your custom games. Yeah, so that's why we're doing this. Thanks a lot.
Oh, that's amazing, and looking forward to more feature and updates from your team. And now let's move to the live questions from the audience. And have you seen the link? Feel free to pick some questions from there. And meanwhile, everyone remember to comment your questions right now under the X Live post and to win a epic Adudu notes, which each worth 200. Yeah, Elliot, have you checked out the comment? I think you mute
yes.
yourself. Oh,
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah, I'm just checking it out. And yeah, just a moment. Just a
yeah,
moment.
no worries. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen lots of questions related to Aikido. I'm trying to pick one. Okay. I think this is really good, um from Games Boy 2, and his username is James2139. I mean, this from this user. I mean, the question is, what system has Aikido implemented to incorporate player feedback into the retraining of its agent models? Does Aikido currently log gameplay data for reinforcement learning, or are its agents static and updated manually? Okay, this is a great question, and because we've actually demonstrated like it on our X post, and you can check that out later. We've actually got our AI system. We've also got our data sets. Like whenever users are playing the game, and we're actually connecting the users' behaviors, and whenever a creator creates their own games, and we're also gathering the information, and later on we're also gonna like share more features, like you can upload your data, or you can upload your behavior, you can upload your IPs or NFTs or your any other assets, and then we can put them all together into a data set, and we analyze the players behaviors, and we analyze the creators creating behaviors, and we're trying to optimize the whole system. I mean, to make sure that in the future the creator can create a better game based on our analysis, like for the past humans behaviors. So it's not static, it's a dynamic ones. We gather the information, our AIs analyze this information, and we put them together, and we trying to bring over a better AI creation models. It's actually a like upward spiral. It's just like an upward spiral, and we gather information, we analyze, we improve and improve and improve. So which means like the more users we attract to play in our games, and the AI model that's going to be much better. It's one more last one. So let me give you an example. Earlier I've actually shared like a demo about the game. It's a really quality one. But if you check out, the game we produced like 10 days ago, that's a different one. You can check it out. 10 days ago, I mean, the quality was a bit low, but right now it's actually pretty high. It's actually we're progressing and we're evolving. The more users are playing our games, the more creators, and you're going to see a stronger, I mean, AI model, and you can also create a more quality one. So yeah, that's just my answer. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for joining us today. I think that's all for today. And any last word want to share with our audience? Okay. If not, then everyone do follow Aikido on X for the latest updates. And thanks again for Elliot to join us today. Yeah, and let's move to our second speaker from Urexa. Hi,
Hello.
Yushen.
Hello, good day.
Thanks for joining us, and the stage is yours.
Thanks. Can you put on the deck to the stage? Yeah, that's the one. Thanks. So, good day, everyone. I'm here to introduce Eureka. So, here we believe you're robots for everyone, and we believe we want to bring robots to anyone. You can play with robots to anywhere. So, why are we doing this? So, yeah, so we will be the first and the only robotic plus AI project on BNB Chain, and we will this project is designed to generate real value from day one, and we will be a real world impact project. So the current situation of robotics kind of painful. So basically, no mass adoption because robots are generally too expensive. They are too technical. It's hard to play with those API and SDKs, and also like for example, if you are some kind of educational institution or lab institution, like between you are actually running your experiments or whatever kind of crash courses you're running, like your robots is actually idling a lot. So that's also a low utilization problem. And we at Eureka want to solve that with our platform. So imagine you can play with robots all around world from I don't know from your mobile phone or etc. So at Eureka we will provide a console which connects to robot owners, like for example, robotic labs, institutions, educational programs, etc. So they will have a console to easily connect different brands of robots to our platform. And on the other hand, for the users, we will have a playground for users. Like you can play different kind of game. We will have a little demo later, but imagine like for example, the claw machine in arcade, but with a robot, but a robotic version. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically the high level idea of Eureka. And and on Eureka, you can pay. We are a crypto enabled platform, so you can easily pay with your playing fees with crypto AI and with crypto, and also for example, sometimes for more complicated domains, you probably want to train your own policies, for example, with reinforcement learning. And in that case, you probably going to rent some kind of GPU computational resources or maybe storage. You can put your policies on BNB Greenfield and etc. And we will you can combat and keep playing and receive crypto incentives. So that's a general idea. So welcome to the robotic arena. So our flagship product of product. So imagine, so in this case, like for example, you can already see like you can have multi agent problems like in simulator. By the way, here is in simulator, like play ping pong or do the boxing, and you can play with others. And this is in simulation. And for example, when you win the game, you can get some reward because we believe in that case you have a really nice policy and you generate good policy. And on the other hand, we also support real robots, like for which is obviously more difficult to challenge. Like for example, here in the slides you can see our messy office space, and you have a robotic arm, and you can control it with actually you can control it with LLM if you don't want to interact with complicated SDK stuff. And you can try to, for example, here you can try to pick up an object, so it's more like a claw machine. So similar, so real world game, more exciting. And another thing is we aim to develop a robotic Lego. So for example, like if you don't feel the previous games are challenging enough, you can actually try to, for example, do a Lego. So for example, here I want to have a cool robotic dog, and we want to install a robotic arm on the back of it. So this is like a manipulation task on a moving platform, which is much more complicated. So if you can give us good data and you can succeed in that task, right now you will be rewarded much more. So and in Eureka is integrated with the BNB chain ecosystem deeply. And for example, like we want to put our you can pay of course you can pay your fees with BNB chain, and you can also and we will also be integrated. For example, you can store your policy on the BNB Greenfield. So we as one of the latest MVB program member, we are the only one that does robotic AI project. So here a little in the middle summary. So we have a Eureka console for robot owners, where you can easily connect your island robots wherever, like you're from industry or you're from academia, to our platform, and you can easily earn money and incentive from this from this action, as well as collecting the real world data. And on the other hand, for the playground, like we have robots arena, so everyone can easily play with robots, whether it's in simulator or in real world, and you can through playing with it, you can also earn incentives. And for more developed, and by the way, for more like professional customers, like we will also have a robot soul forge. It's more like a developer's tool if you want to actually train, like play with your code, but no worry, it will be easy to train your policy for like more complicated tasks. So this will be the this here's a high level look of our Eureka console. And I generally, like, our business model will try to will earn revenue start from day one. So you can, for example, if you have island robots, you can put them on. You can connect the robots on our platform, and we will also have robots soul forge and arena, which will also generate which will also allows customers to easily play or actually interact with the codes and SDK, etc. And overall, in our final future vision, like with the scale with the numbers of robots scaling up, we believe we will have much more bigger data set for real robotic interaction and real user say teleoperation data, which will be priceless for the future development of robotic control. So please remember this: Eureka is a only robotic AI project on a BNB chain right now, and we build application of instruction, and with this design, this project will have revenue from day one, but eventually, with scaling up, we will have a much bigger data set that comes into real world impact. So that's all. And now let's move to a little demo. Okay, how do I play this? Okay, cool. Now we have a little demo. So this is where I mentioned you can play with the actual robot. So you can connect your wallet to our platform. And here you can see like it's the same robot arm in our messy office with a complicated background. And here you can pay the fees and get connected to control. Here we're assuming like you can actually talk with an LLM. You can say, okay, move the join to somewhere, blah blah blah, and yeah, let's see what happens. Now you can, yeah, now you can control the robot with actually what you say. And in this video, we demonstrate like you actually do a very low level control. For example, you can be very specific, like for a certain joint or for a certain, I wanted to move to a certain angle. We will also support different levels of controlling methods for like obviously for like different levels of players. And here, like, we're just trying to grasp something here. Let's see if okay, now we're doing one extra move and we're closer to the object. And one more extra move. So this is actually you can tell from this that how complicated it is actually when you want to control a robot arm. And remember, like, this is even a rather simpler one. Like, it does not have a dexterous arm, but still, like, you need to navigate through different objects and play with different angle, degrees, velocity, etc. So this is actually harder than you expect. So come to Eureka and play with it. Let's see. Okay, now we're closer to the object. Okay, cool. Now we just want to close the gripper. win the task, so and you get extra rewards for that. So you just successfully contributed a successful object grasping trajectory into that, and you get rewards. And of course, you can keep playing with it, do more things. Oops, yeah. Now you just reset. So anyway, that's the high level idea of how do you play with the robot arm. Of course, you can try different modes of controlling, from the easiest one or to the most low level detail, like you wanna really be specific about all the joints and velocity and etc. stuff. And we okay, and pay the fees, but also when you success, you can get rewards. And now we can jump to our next part. So this is what I mentioned in the demo. Like you can try. This is a product that we are working on, that we are trying to allow the users to do the robotic Lego. We will try to support different manufacturers, of course. And for example, you want to put a robot dog. You want to put a robotic arm on the back of a robot dog, and so that which actually gives you object manipulation from a moving platform. And we will also will try to make this easy. So when you define your end task, you can try to give me a natural language instruction, for example, give me an apple, or you can give a very step by step, more hierarchical level of instruction, like find an apple to grasp it to put it to somewhere. And after that, we will help you to do the 3D reconstruction for like simulator, for like training the simulator. And if you don't want to train your policy from scratch, you can train from a base model, and you can also like select the GPU, select the algorithm you want to use, and pay the training fees, because you're gonna run the GPU. And then you can create a task, and well, it's one button to pay, so easy peasy. Okay, when you finish your payment, your training process will be started automatically, and you can also see the training metrics that's in real time. And eventually we're gonna do the real world sim to real transfer, and yeah. So we will also have a dashboard for the users, for robotic owners, to see like how many robots, like the robots you onboarded on our platform. And you can see you can easily launch tasks with LLM. Just chat with it, like, can you help me buy some oranges? Okay, and now you can see some kind of more low level configuration, uh some kind of permissions, like, because it's gonna actually gonna send your robot out and use its camera to do things. And again, connect your wallet, and one button to pay, easy peasy. And you will see a low level planning steps for your actual tasks. And this is a dashboard part. I imagine you are really rich, you have a lot of robots, and this will what you're gonna see on Eureka AI. We onboarded a whole lot of robots on a platform. You can this is one step. This is one stop solution for you to see, like, to manage them, to see the current status, to see like their batteries, do they need maintenance, how much money did they earn you, or how much money did they cost you. And if you're sending out your robots, you can also see the location, the real-time camera or the current task execution list. So oh yeah, and the last thing, like remember about the simulator part of the our platform. We also have a product. We also have product for you to to train to train your own policy and upload it to our platform. So you can tokenize your robotic model. Okay, give it a sec. Okay, now you just successfully upload your model to our platform, and you can use this model to to join different kind of different kinds of online battles, and uh, we we aim to support different domains and different algorithms if you want to train. Okay, and the last one, we have a slightly low level detailed project. If you want to actually play with robotic development, like you want to you want to mess up mess up your simulator setting, or you want to write your own codes. And yeah, here's a long here's a launch pad. You can manage your policies and join online battles, and different kinds of policies. Like for example, you can bet like it's a one versus one football. You can bet who is gonna win, and yeah. Okay, select the date. And you can launch it. Okay, now, and when a competition is launched, you can see the real time live with your, maybe your policies and your competitors' policies, and you can bet. And you can see the real time live. This will be a dashboard to help you to manage your different agents, policies, etc., and see your racing history and training history. So ideally, if you want to work with these codes, you can train your own agents and have your own virtual football team. And that's basically all of our demo. So thank you.
Thanks, Yushen, for the sharing. And now let's move to the Q&A part. And first question I got for you is, what is your vision for Urexa?
Yeah, so at Eureka, we believe we want to bring, like I said at the very beginning of my presentation, we want to bring robots to everywhere. Like we know, like robots, like for a slightly more complicated robots, like can cost you a lot. I don't know, 10K, 100K. If you want to have a really really fancy robot, like so that is a big problem if we want to actually bring it to everyone. So we want to utilize the idling robots, and we try to help those people. You're gonna earn money from those, and for normal people, if you want to play with it, because obviously it's pretty fun to play with the robots, so you can easily play with them. So yeah.
Thanks for answering. And second question for you is, what innovations have you made that make Urexa stand out?
Yeah. So I believe like the real innovation is the mode we create. Like you can easily you can easily connect idling robots to our platform, and we allows you, like we do a lot of engineering to help you to play with different kinds of robots in different kinds of tasks. Like with a single robotic arm, you can challenge different tasks from the easiest, like actually it's not the easiest, but still you can do the object grasping, or you can do some kind of other random navigation tasks. And we also employ different LLM technologies if you are like really entry level users, so that you can easily play with it. So in a high level summary, we try to do a lot to help to connect anyone who wants to play with a robot to a robot, and you can easily play with it. No, if you don't want to do some kind of low level coding, you don't. You just say. So yeah.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing. And now let's pick one question from the live audience question.
Thank you. Okay, I'm
please check it out. And meanwhile, everyone comment your question on the X live post, and you will have the chance to win $100.
Cool. So I'm browsing through this question. Oh, there's quite a few of them. Let's see. So, okay. So I see one question from Elam Hoki -Crypto Lovers. So what makes Eureka's on-chain robot collaboration platform unique and potentially game-changing? So I would say like our business model. Oh, by the way, his Twitter handle is JUQ877. In case you need to recall that. So I believe like Eureka, like this idea might seem simple. Like we just connect you to a robot and you can easily play with it. So but I believe the real game-changing one is that through this way, because we're trying to, we're actually trying to allow the mass adoption. Like we try to allow every general audience to easily play with robots. So when we scale up, we will have a bigger than ever robotic interaction data set than ever, and that will be priceless for future robotic policy training and deployment. So we know like training on a real robot for a controlling policy is very costly, and usually it's only in some kind of certain one type of robots in a fixed set of domain or environment. And when we scale up, we will have a much a more diverse than ever data set, and we can easily imagine like we see the same story for the LLMs to scale up, because they LLMs can be trained on basically the whole everyone like the whole data set from the whole internet. So we were basically trying to bring the same future. So yeah, that's basically it.
Thanks for sharing, and I think that's all for today. And any last word want to share with our audience?
I think that's all. But come to join Eureka and come to play with robots. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, and everyone do follow Erexa on X for the latest update and try it out. And let's wrap up today's AI on BNB. And thank you to our speakers and audience. And let's keep building on BNB Chain. Thank you, everyone.